Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Today we're going to take a look at an iPad Pro case from UAG, and this is specifically designed for the 2018 12.9 version. Let's check it out. Now, if you did pick up the iPad Pro 11 or 12.9, I hope you've checked out Jerry Riggs' video on how easy it is to bend the iPad Pro. Given the design, it is very, I would say, fragile. And, as a frequent traveler and someone who always has a backpack and is putting it underneath the seat of a plane, I'm now literally paranoid about bending my iPad. So having a good case, something that's going to protect my iPad, and it's an expensive investment, is critical to me. UAG has been making cases for a very long time, and we've reviewed them on the channel, and they're one of the best case manufacturers on the market. So you're going to want to watch this video and see why you want to pick this up for your iPad Pro.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
So taking a look at this case, again, specifically designed for the new iPad Pro, this specific version is a 12.9. I have this same model for my 10.5, and it's held up really well for a little bit over a year now. Now, this version is going to accommodate the new version, and it is a drop-tested case that also supports the Apple Pencil. So let's do the unboxing and see what's inside. Now, taking a closer look at the case, it's made out of a really nice, soft yet rugged looking type material with excellent bumpers on each side. Now, just as with my previous version, it does have kind of like a built-in kickstand, and it is really easy to hold in your hands. It has great bumper protection on the sides. It has this clasp right here that opens up nicely. You notice right here you have a place where you can stow your Apple Pencil. Now, this is really important because I showed in my initial video that while the Apple Pencil sticks nicely, it still is easy that it could be knocked off and lost. So this area right here, you'll notice that it's open because it allows you to charge your pencil. But once you're done with it, it has an area right here where you can clamp it in place and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And this is what I love about this case. So let's go ahead and we'll put in the iPad Pro, and then we'll look at the other features of this case. All right, so let's take a look at how the case looks on the iPad. So first of all, you have this nice clasp right here. It's magnetic, right? So that's going to keep it nice and secure. Really haven't had any problems with my 10.5 case. You'll notice that you do have an exposure here for those contact points. Now, this is not compatible with the iPad Smart Keyboard. So even though these contact points are available, it's not something that at this time will connect to the Apple keyboard. You'll notice here, good camera protection. I'm going to put this in an angle so you can see how the lens disappears. This is what you want. And then you have that great bumper protection on each one of these corners. You're also protected on this side as well, so that's really important. Over here, you'll notice that there's venting for your speakers, so each side, and then here you have your power button. Your volume rocker here is exposed. Actually, this entire side is exposed so that it will support the wireless charging of the Apple Pencil. On the bottom here, you'll notice that you have your speaker, again, is open, and then here you have your port for your USB-C charging. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. Put it right here. We'll go ahead and wake up the tablet, and let's go ahead and use Face ID to start it up. Okay, so on this side, we'll move this over to the side, you do have a nice, soft, almost like microfiber type feeling that's going to keep your screen protected and clean. Now, I do have a tempered glass screen protector on this screen, so that's what you have going on right here. Now, I do have my Apple Pencil, and you notice that I can put it here and it will charge. And if I'd like to keep it there in place, this protection, or this cover right here, while it will go around it, in my opinion, it doesn't do a super good job of keeping it protected. So the magnet, you'll notice how it gets a little bit loose. Even if I try to get it a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and tighten that up a little bit. I'm afraid that it will come off. So right now, it's holding it in place, but to me, that's not the most secure, because watch, I'm just going to push with my finger, and it comes off. So this is not really intended to hold this in place. It's more intended to keep this cover in place. And you'll notice that with the Apple Pencil there, it kind of gets in its way. So if I put it here now, You'll notice because the magnet comes up a little bit further, it doesn't fall off. And it's actually harder to pull off. So what do you do with your Apple Pencil? Well, what you do is you put it up here. So I'll put it up here in this area, just push it in like this, and now it's secure. That is not going anywhere. I'm not going to bump that by mistake, and it's not going to come out, nor will it be lost. So I prefer it being there. Now, from a viewing angle, you can put the case in various angles. So what ends up happening is the rubberized bottoms kind of stop in this area right here, and it gives you, again, the ability to have it like this. You'll notice in the back, I'll put this in camera too, how it kind of supports this area here, but ultimately it will fall flat if you need it to. So you can do one of these things. Now, this part also does come off, so you can pull this off, and then all you'd have is this case here, which, that would be the great part. I wish it supported the Apple keyboard, because this thing can come off, and then all I can have is this. But because this keyboard for the iPad is kind of like a smart keyboard, it's more like a folio, it's just not compatible at this time, because if you notice down here, you would think that it would be able to just reside in contact nicely. But once again, here are your points. That's one point, that's another point. You can have another point right here, and then probably your last one, and pushing it is right there, but it will fall down at that point. So you only really have those couple angles. Now, the other thing I wanted to highlight is the mic array. So the iPad does have several mics, and there are two up here in the very top that you think would get sealed by this. Well, as you close this, you are going to be covering up one of them. If you are using this as a recording device, you'll notice that there's some holes here. Well, these holes, if I pull this back, you'll see that here are the two pinhole mics. When this goes over, there are actually holes that come out, and those holes come through. Matter of fact, when you put your pencil here, you'll notice that your pencil doesn't cover up anything, because that's already covered. So this is going to allow you to pick up the audio almost like a channel for the mics themselves. So guys, I hope that answers all your questions on this fantastic case from UAG for the iPad Pro 12.9. There is also one available for the 11. One of my favorite cases for my tablets. And again, you saw how easy this thing bends, so you want to have a good cover. You want to have something that's going to protect in the event that you do drop your tablet, and you can't go wrong with the UAG case. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, this would be a great holiday gift for someone who has an iPad. See you in the next one.